Hey guys, I want to talk today about the Magic Kingdom. Alright, we like to start our Disney World vacations at the Magic Kingdom. Something about seeing that castle first thing, walking down Main Street just says we are officially at Disney World. I have tried kind of going to other parks first, and it just never feels right. You have to start your vacation at the Magic Kingdom and see that beautiful castle. I feel like the Magic Kingdom is probably the most child-friendly park out of all four of their parks. They are all child-friendly and they all have things for the kids to do, little kids, but Magic Kingdom definitely has the most. It has the most family rides, the most maybe themes that the kids, little kids would enjoy. So if you have to spend one day at Disney World and you have little kids, the Magic Kingdom is probably your best bet to pick for a park to visit. Okay, so some must-do rides I feel like are, let's see, I've got a map just so you know wherever I keep looking down. The Jungle Cruise. Always have to do Jungle Cruise.
They're so old. They're still in black and white. Can you believe that? It's terrible. First we have the lions. Those lions are just protecting them, sleeping. But never mind. So, I learned how to do favors every time we're seeing. Now we're going into adventure territory. This is not a good place to be headed. Just ask my last crew right over there, actually. And part the craft stay. The temple is kind of make coffee nervous. What do you guys think? Should we go in?
And right next to that is Pirates. And that is also a must-do for me. So Jungle Cruise, Pirate.
Now, you scurvy scoundrels, do I hear that?
And then as you go on around, they have Splash Mountain and Big Thunder. Splash Mountain and Big Thunder, I love. They're great rides, but they are not must-dos for me. I am okay if I have to skip those or miss those. And in fact, a lot of times we don't get to do Splash Mountain because we go in January, and they are almost always closed in January for refurbishment. Then across from Jungle Cruise is Tiki Room. And this is probably like second. If you had to list of must-dos and then a second must-dos, Tiki Room would probably be on my second must-dos. I absolutely love Tiki Room. I always want to do Tiki Room, but again, if I was really trying to crunch time, this would probably be one that might get dropped over Jungle Cruise or Pirates. I would definitely pick those two over Tiki Room if I needed to. And then on over in Liberty Square area, you know, there's Haunted Mansion, the Hall of Presidents, Country Bear Jamboree, and honestly, all of those are probably on my like number 3 level. If you had 3 levels of rides, those 3 are on the bottom there. Not that I don't like them, I do like them, and I would want to do them, but if we were talking about crunching down to just a few rides to get as much in as possible, those 3 would probably go on the number 3 for me. But it's really a personal preference and your group's personal preference. I know with those 3, I have some people who would love them and I have some people who don't like them at all. Haunted Mansion, our family is pretty split, at least with the kids. Half of the kids love it, the other half hate it. So, you know, that's one of those that kind of, it just falls to that 3rd level because if you have a short amount of time to do things and you don't want to spend part of that time fighting with the kid just to get on a ride. So those fall kind of towards the number 3 there. Then if you kind of move on, let me show you the map just to get an idea here. All right, so if you move on over to Fantasyland, Fantasyland's kind of a must-do for me. It's just so quaint and just says Disney. I really like Winnie the Pooh. I would probably do Winnie the Pooh over like Tiki Room or Haunted the Mansion. Haunted Mansion. All right. Small World. Yes, I love Small World. It's one of those rides, you hate it or you love it, but I happen to love it. It's kind of a must-do for me. Peter Pan. Okay, Peter Pan, oh my goodness, is everyone's must-do. And the line for Peter Pan is always ridiculously long. I love Peter Pan. I also want to ride Peter Pan, but I do not understand why it is everyone's must-do. Because is it a cute ride? Yes. Is it fun to do? Yes. But it, to me, is not any more special or fun than Small World. Small World hardly ever has a line. I don't know. Maybe it's just because of the vehicles that you go through. Maybe Small World can just hold so many more people that it doesn't end up with a line like Peter Pan. Maybe that's all that it is Peter Pan has such a small amount of people that can be on the ride. But I am always just floored by how long the line is for Peter Pan. That being said, I will not wait 2 hours to ride Peter Pan. If that's your only option and you just are dying to ride it, then fine, wait 2 hours. But I personally feel like I have ridden Peter Pan enough in my lifetime that if the wait is too long, I'm not gonna ride. So unless I have a fast pass for Peter Pan, or it's one of those weird times where you can kind of just walk right on, then I'm not gonna do Peter Pan. So it kind of actually, Peter Pan I guess kind of falls in the middle for me because it's a must do if the line is short or I have a fast pass. If I have to wait on a line, then I'm not going to. But I will wait for Pirates. I will wait for Pirates because I love Pirates. So again, do not take offense to any of this. This is all just personal preference. And if we all liked to do Disney the exact same way, it would be miserable because we would all be in the same places at the same time all the time. So it's good that we all have different plans and different likes. So that's a good thing. All right, then, oh, Little Mermaid is also there in Fantasyland. And I really like Little Mermaid. It's actually a must-do for me as well. And again, Little Mermaid hardly ever has a wait, at least when I've been. I know sometimes it does, but I don't know. It's so weird, the line thing. So I really like Little Mermaid as well. Time there in Fantasyland. Now, like teacups, we actually never do, ever. I don't mind teacups, but I am not in love with teacups, and my husband can't stand the spinning. So we just never end up riding teacups. It's something we just always pass. Same thing with Dumbo. We do Dumbo every now and then, but again, if I don't have a fast pass for Dumbo, I do not feel like waiting hours and hours to ride Dumbo. So it's one of those that it kind of, I love seeing Dumbo, I love Dumbo, but it's not on the top of the list of a must-do for me. It's more of a, if it happens to work out and we can ride it without a wait, kind of a ride for me. So that's that. And Dumbo, I guess, is, well, yeah, it's Fantasyland at Disney World. Yeah, okay, different thought. Moving on, Tomorrowland. Space Mountain is a must-do for me. I love Space Mountain. It's probably the, oh, I take that back. Okay, backing up a little bit. Mine Train, I really like Mine Train. I've only gotten to ride it once, but it was a lot of fun. So it's gonna become a new must-do.
Did you like it? What do you think, Wesley? Yeah? When you see the in their little Yeah? Well, you're gonna get to ride it again with Mommy.
That was Wesley's first roller coaster, right?
Yeah, that was Wesley's first roller coaster, I think.
Wesley, did you like it?
What? Yes.
You want to ride it again? Yeah.
Go on, guys.
You want to ride it again?
Did you miss me better with me? All you had to do was get her popcorn though, and then it was like Daddy didn't even ever leave. See how you are.
Mom, can I ride it again?
Would I wait forever for it? I don't know, because only, I guess 3 of my 4 kids can ride it. So since somebody is going to have to wait with the baby while the others were to wait in line and ride it, it would depend on how long the wait is, because I don't feel like that's fair to make the other 2 wait for like 2 or 3 hours for us to ride a, you know, a 10-minute roller coaster. So if the wait's not too terribly long, we would probably wait for it. But if the wait is really long, even though I love it and it would be a must-do for me, I would probably go ahead and pass on it, just so that the other people in my party don't have to wait forever. And kind of the same thing with Space Mountain. I also love Space Mountain, and their wait doesn't seem to ever be as long as Mine Trains. But if it was a ridiculously long wait, I would not make the others wait while I rode that. Since we can't, if we could all ride it and all wait together, I'm much more likely to actually wait a long time, because we are all still together and can enjoy that time still. So you just kind of play it like that. Now the Autopia cars, they are not my must-do, but they are my kids' must-do. That is my son's ultimate favorite ride, and we end up riding the Autopia multiple times. If it was just me, we probably would not ride them at all, but I think most adults probably feel that way. We drive cars all over. We drive cars to get to Disney. We drive cars to go to work. So driving a little Autopia car, you know, once you get your driver's license, kind of loses some of its appeal. But if you have little people like mine, they will absolutely love that, and that probably will be a must-do for them. Let's see. Buzz Lightyear, that is, I think that would be a must-do. Okay, can you basically just say, it's all a must-do? But you really kind of have to see, you know, what fits you best if you're trying to crunch. I like to go where I have enough time to actually do it all. I don't like having to skip over stuff. But if you had to crunch, I would say do Buzz Lightyear over some of the other stuff for sure. It probably would be on the top there, because it's a lot of fun. Unless you're just totally not into the Toy Story Buzz Lightyear theming and stuff. But it's a really fun, like, laser kind of like shooting game, and you shoot targets and stuff, and we always all have a lot of fun on it. It's something everyone can ride, even the babies. The babies can't necessarily participate, but they enjoy just being on it. So that's something we usually definitely try and do. The Laugh Floor is on my number 3. Is it cute and fun? Yes. And when we're there for like a week, do we do it? Yes. Is it a must-do if I was there for a day? No. I skip over that one. And then let's see. Okay, the Orbiters. I've actually never done those, so I guess it's a number 3 for me since I've never done them. Every time I see the wait for them, I'm like, I don't want to wait for that, and it's just something that spins in a circle, and I'm not real big on rides like that. Oh, skipping back over to Adventureland, they actually have Aladdin's carpets, which are a spin around like that too. And again, those are some we do if it just happens to be like, oh, look, we can practically walk on. But they would be a number 3 for me too, because I skip those a lot. So I obviously don't, I forget they're even there, honestly. All right, but hopping back over to Tomorrowland, the People Movers, or the, I don't think that's their actual name. I call them People Movers, but it's actually, what are they called? Transit Authority People Movers. Close enough. That's a must-do to me. It always has a really quick, easy line. You can pretty much walk right on, and I just really like that ride. It's fun. It's a good way to kind of see all around the Tomorrowland area. Yeah, I've always enjoyed that ride. So that's something that I would always do. There's really no reason to skip it. It's quick line, easy to get on. I enjoy that. And then the train has been closed for a long time, and it's going to be closed for a long time. But when it is open, that is also kind of a must-do for me. I just really like the train. And honestly, the train is usually kind of one of those things we do fairly soon. I like to walk in and walk down, but I don't know. It's nice, especially if it's like your first time, to get on the train and you can kind of ride it all the way around the park and see everything the park has. It's exciting, it's fun. You're like, wow, look at all this. And then you get to get off the train and walk down Main Street and explore. Yeah, you just, I don't know, you can't go wrong. But you can't go wrong, guys. Like, if you're going to the Magic Kingdom and you pick any 5 rides, you're gonna have fun. I really don't think you can go wrong, especially if you've never been before and you don't even know what the other rides are. You don't know which ones you like best. So you're gonna enjoy the ones you pick because they're all fun. I've always enjoyed everything I do there. Just after being several times and knowing what I really like, you know, you get to the point where you're like, but I really want to ride that ride, and I would rather skip all of these rides to ride that ride. But if you're your first time, don't worry too much about it. Try and pick off of themes that you and your group like and just go with that. I like to move where you walk down Main Street and then you head off towards Adventureland and you go clockwise, right? Yes, that would be clockwise. But some people like to go counterclockwise. Some people hop all over. But I usually do try and plan mine and my fast passes to go in a clockwise manner. And I also try and kind of hit near where we're eating. The less time you spend going like this through the park, the more time you're going to save and be able to do something else. So we try and kind of definitely work on a consistent basis, and we don't park hop around too much until, if we are there for a week and say it's like our 3rd or 4th day at the Magic Kingdom, you know, we get to be a lot more like, oh, let's hop here, let's hop over there, let's hop here, let's go there. But it is a lot of walking. So the less time you have, the less you're gonna wanna do that. But there are lots of websites that can help you kind of come up with a day plan and stuff. And honestly, if you're interested in what I would do if I had one day at the Magic Kingdom, a tentative schedule, I would be happy to put one together and show it for you. But I just kind of wanted to go over a little bit of the Magic Kingdom for us and what I like and what I didn't like, or not that there isn't anything to not like. And I think my next video will be about the restaurants. So I don't know, I hope you had this found this fun. I would love to know what your favorite rides are. Please list them below, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.